Hello YouTubers, this is the noobifier with part 9 of Shipfight. Shipfight is a series aimed to identify the pros and cons between two ships in a seemingly similar role and price range. I feel confident today that we have enough information to discuss these two ships, so let's begin. The Anvil Arrow and the Aegis Gladius. I think the question is quite interesting because both are below the $90 mark and both are listed as primary light fighters. The Anvil Arrow is the newest fighter in the fleet from a very trusted name. Initially, it was confirmed by the devs as not behaving as intended due to some issues in the code. It's very fast and agile, and it's recently been adjusted. Many thought its weird behavior was a preview of the new flight model coming in patch 3.5, but that's simply not the case. Based on the lore, concept literature, and stats, it's a very quick and agile light fighter with a good cockpit view. The Aegis Gladius is an older UEE light fighter from an equally trusted name. At the time of Squadron 42, the military has begun to phase them out. So both are small military ships, which is great, but we have to keep digging. When you look at the stats, it looks very much like CIG tried very hard to match these two ships exactly. The recent information on fuel mechanics and the reliance on carrier ships looms over the Gladius. It's hard to tell for sure because the Arrow lists one small fuel scoop and the Gladius lists a pair. I tend not to trust the ship matrix, but I think we can agree whatever happens after the fuel change should happen equally to the fleet, or it might invalidate some ships. Moving on. Both have the same top speed, the Gladius is slightly higher in SCM and the Arrow pitches slightly quicker. Both have exactly the same hit points and the same locations. The Gladius recently got a buff to 3 size 3 mounts, 4 size 2 missiles, 2 size 3 missiles standard. The Arrow mounts 2 size 3s and a size 3 remote turret like the Super Hornet with 2 size 1 weapons. Unlike the Super Hornet, the remote turret attaches directly to a 3rd size 3 mount. I fly fixed weapons, and my personal taste with hardpoints is the more that are similar, the better. Both ships offer textbook hardpoint arrangements, as having 3 size 3s means it's very simple to monoload. You just have to choose 3 of the same weapon that suits your need, and you get 1 point of aim. It's getting close to decision time, and for me it comes down to what you'd like to do. If you fly fixed, the Gladius will run triple fixed size 3 at higher top speeds. The Arrow can mount the same, or you can lock the turret giving up a step to run 2 size 3s and 2 size 1s. Nobody should ever do this. If you fly gimbaled, the Arrow's turret seems to offer extended arcs of fire, and with its quicker rate of turn, would let you engage first and stay on target longer. At the end of all this research, we still have a split down the middle. Both are equally great until you consider the factor of price. The Arrow is a teeny ship with a low signature that's very hard to detect. Plus, at $75 versus the Gladius at $90, it's hard to not recommend it. This is one ship fight that's a clear winner. The Arrow is fantastic. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. I'll be aggressively covering fighters in combat once 3.5 is released, and we get some trigger time with the new behavior. The thing I enjoyed the most about Star Citizen is dogfighting in space combat, right up until around patch 2.3. Industry and cargo are a nice distraction, but what we really need is a reliable and predictable flight model to get the muscle memory working again and to get good again. Feel free to offer some suggestions for future videos, fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.